Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to pick up 20 to 30 extra yards off the tee while only changing one thing. And you're not going to need a new driver. You're not even going to have to increase your club head speed. Who doesn't want 20 to 30 almost free yards? Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. I continue my journey to hit the ball longer and straighter than I ever have before, and I hope to show you how to. Okay, so a little bit of history. About 25 years ago or so, when they invented what we now call the modern ball, like started with the new Pro V1. Of course, everybody else is making their ball this way too. But golfers on tour and eventually all over the world started hitting much longer drives. Well, what's interesting is this ball, this modern ball that you're hitting now that goes so far that everybody's bitching about, actually doesn't launch any faster than the ball did 30 or even 40 years ago. So why, Steve, does it go so much farther? Well, this is because the ball simply spins so much less off the driver. Now, if we didn't make any adjustments at all, this low amount of backspin would cause the ball to fall out of the sky too quickly, and actually would give us, unless we're on an airplane runway, would give us shorter drives. So this is where golfers started to make an adjustment. Now up on the screen, I'm going to put a chart that's published by Trackman, and in it you see the optimal distances by club head speed. Hopefully you can find the rough amount of club head speed that you swing at, whether it be 75 miles an hour or maybe it's 115 miles per hour. But I want you to find the discrepancy between hitting downwards 5 degrees, hitting level, or hitting upwards 5 degrees. Now at just kind of a typical speed of 90 miles an hour, you can see there's nearly a 25-yard discrepancy between hitting down 5 and hitting up 5. And well, that hitting downwards may have worked a lot better with a ball that spun more, like in the old days. Nowadays, with the ball that spins much less off a driver, you can see the advantage of hitting upwards. The more the better on the golf ball will give you more and more disproportionate distance for your club head speed. Now here are the adjustments you're going to make. So without needing a new driver or to go to the gym and pump iron and get more club head speed, we're going to do this instead. We're going to move the ball more aggressively forward up in the stance. So currently here I've got the ball off my middle toe, which is giving me even more room to make the club head turn upwards as it goes through the impact zone. Secondly, you've got to make sure that you are approaching the ball more from the inside, like this, just like that. So more shallow and from the inside, so that you can bias your swing towards bottoming out a little bit earlier and turning upwards on the ball. Then, once you get those things down, you're going to make the third one over time. You're going to crave a higher and higher tee. So it looks weird at first, so maybe you don't go the full way at first, but eventually you're going to hit a lot of balls off the bottom of the face, and you're really going to need to tee that ball up where at least 3/4 of the ball, if not the entire ball eventually, is above the crown of the club. So those are the basics: ball position, swing shape, tee height. Now what this is going to create is, since hitting up on the ball is going to raise our launch angle to correspond to this lower spin rate that we're getting off the modern golf ball. So high launch, low spin. This is how they're designing all the drivers nowadays anyways. You're taking even more advantage of this kind of more parabolic ball flight. Higher launch, lower spin. So you're going to get the higher launch out of the upwards angle of attack, and eventually you're going to even get your spin down lower, because you might start hitting rainbows, of course. If you start getting really good at hitting up on the ball like this, you're going to start getting really high launch, but you're still going to have about the same amount of spin, because just because you're hitting up does not mean you're reducing backspin. Now what you're going to have to do is go into your toolkit, and you're going to get out your adjusting tool out of your bag, and you're going to set your driver, start with 1 degree, then go to 1.5 degrees lower. So if you're at 10.5, maybe you're going to end up at a 9-degree driver, and that lower loft is going to help you bring down the spin. So then we get the high launch, low spin bomb that's going to enable you to outdrive everybody in your group. So let's see if we can do a couple here. Again, we're looking for an angle of attack of 4, 5, 6 degrees. Bryson shoots for 7, 8, 9 degrees with his. You can see a lot of guys on tour are taking advantage of this. All right, that's the one we're looking for right there. All right, so coming up on the screen, you see the numbers for that last shot. A crazy long drive, especially you might notice, well, the ball speed is not that great. We're only looking at, say, like 108, 109 miles per hour. Yeah, but I'm able to hit it over 310. It's insane. How am I able to do this? I have some kind of cheater golf ball or something. No, you can see the angle of attack here is nearly 6 degrees upwards, allowing me to launch the ball at 15 degrees, which is crazy. To launch a ball at 15 degrees with under 2,000 RPMs of spin is the exact epitome. The shot that will actually eclipse the Trackman optimal chart that you see here, because I'm actually higher with my launch angle and lower with my spin. So I really hit the optimal bomb for distance there for the club head speed I was using. So if you want to maximize out your distance, this is the direction you'd like to head with your setup and your equipment and your tee height and the shape of your swing. I swung more rightwards, flatter, swung up on the ball, moved the ball forward in my stance, teed it up nice and high. Man, that was a beautiful thing to watch as it flew past all my buddies. That drives them nuts because they can swing faster than I can. So give this a try at home. Go through all the steps that we just covered in the video. Come on back and leave a comment. Let me know if you picked up any more significant distance. Hey, I'm going to hit a few more, so thanks for watching. I'm Steve. Head over to hititlonger.com for great products and over 200 or 300 more great videos that are going to help you improve your golf swing. And as usual, I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.